You were there when I was here, falling like tears. You say you came, you don't have to pretend that you want me, 'cause you don't care. I don't need friends near you. If I tell you something, I can live without you, but I always say that I don't want to, 'cause I'm really stuck all about you.
Well, we're back on the road again. I don't know, I think this is this the first day in October? No,
Right.
wait, it's the last day in September.
Yeah, it's the 30th.
It's the 30th of September.
Anyway, we wanted to mention about a place that we went to that I'm still excited that we went to, and I would like to go back.
Yeah.
I don't think we stayed nearly long enough.
I think I know who you're talking about. She's not talking about a campground or a state or national park. You're talking about James and Tina.
Yes, I am. We
Yeah.
moochdog at our friend's house. First time ever moochdocking. You hear about it, but we've never done it, and we did stay some days over at their house, and they were, oh my gosh, the consummate hosts. They were so hospitable to us, and we just didn't want to overstay our welcome, because you know what they say, after 3 days, guests and fish, they start stinking. So we felt we needed to leave, so this way they want us back again.
Yeah, hopefully they'll want us back again. They have a really super nice place out there in Paducah, Kentucky.
Yes,
And
Kentucky.
he has a like 2 lots. Their home is on one side of the street, and their big barn dominium is on the other side. And I think we stayed on about a 7-acre lot. I think James said it was 7 acres.
I don't know, but it was big.
And we stayed right outside the barn dominium, right next door to them, and we had full power, water,
Everything we needed.
everything that we needed to be there for that amount of time. And it was a very enjoyable stay. And that was only, about 2 hours away from Tennessee. You wanted to go, where was it we went?
Oh, we wanted to go to Nashville, and we were going to go through their town to get to Nashville from where we were. So they invited us to stay at their place. We stayed at their place, and they joined us in Tennessee. We went for the day. We had a good time out in Tennessee. We drove, rather than camping out in Tennessee, we drove with them in their car, and had a good time out there. So all the touristy things that one would want to see when you're out in Tennessee.
Yeah.
And then we came back to their place, and we got to enjoy their family, get to know a lot about their town, their history.
We met their sons and their sons, their grandson, and a granddaughter.
Yeah, little butt.
And
I crack up because James calls her little butt.
yeah, she's a cutie.
She's so cute.
Yeah, maybe we'll have a few pictures. We went to a restaurant that was a real surprise too. And what was it called? Landry's?
Not Landry's. It was called Lambert's.
Lambert's. Okay.
They throw the rolls to you. I mean, when you want a roll, a hot roll they're hot. They just got out of the oven.
You know,
and
a big
they're
biscuit.
huge.
Yeah.
A biscuit.
Yeah.
With a big muffin top. Anyway, you just raise your hand, and they're flinging them to you like ball players, and you got to catch it. Because if not, that thing's going to beat you in the head.
Yeah.
And that was exciting. That was fun.
Yeah, we got a kick out of it.
Very much Southern food. All the food there was Southern food. And I didn't realize, I actually have never had Southern food. And I like a lot of it, actually. I'm surprised with the foods that they eat. I've heard about it, but I've never had them.
Fried okra?
Fried okra, I like. If it's fried right.
Right. And frog legs?
We had frog legs. We have black-eyed peas, which aren't peas at all, ladies and gentlemen. They're beans.
Yeah.
I kept telling Tina, these are not beans, they're beans.
Yeah. And I don't know, what was that they put on my biscuit when that guy came walking by? I had one of my biscuits on the plate, and he come by and asked me if I wanted any applesauce or
apple butter.
Apple butter.
I liked it.
Yeah, and he flinged that thing on my biscuit, and I guess
I put the apple butter on there.
And anyways, I guess my reaction was a little unpredictable, but it kind of surprised me. The the texture. It just didn't look good. So I never touched it, and I passed on the biscuits to someone else that enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But I mean, the restaurant was a lot of fun, and you know what? We took video in there because we knew it was going to be a gas. But when we got out and we checked the card, we didn't have any audio. There was no sound. So it's like, okay, well, what are we going to do with all this footage and no sound?
Yeah.
So
I'll show you bits and pieces of the footage I got, but it really sort of loses its effect because there's no sound. But
yeah, you see everybody laughing and catching the biscuits and talking about the food, but there's no audio to it.
oh my gosh, if you could have heard the audio, just the laughter and the comments and the expressions that everybody was doing, it was a hoot.
I mean, I stepped it off. It was like they were flinging those biscuits 30, 40 feet across the restaurant. You know, and no exaggeration there. And we'll show you a little footage so that you can get an idea of what we're talking about. But it was a lot of fun, and we like to say thank you to our very gracious hosts.
Oh my gosh, I can't thank them enough for showing us such a wonderful time.
Yeah. And their son for letting us on his Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah. While we were there, we didn't have any Wi-Fi, or I couldn't even use the hotspot. Yeah. So we told them we were moving in because we even had the code to their son's Wi-Fi.
Yeah, so I call it Wi-Fi. So we got the Wi-Fi, you know, we had the water, we had 50 amps. I mean, you know, we're sitting pretty sweet here.
Yeah, it was really nice. It was a wonderful trip. One of the best I've ever had.
And thanks, you guys. We really appreciate it. James and Tina, 2 thumbs up.
4
thumbs up. And hey, baby girl.
Oh yeah. Well, she doesn't have thumbs, but she'll give you her 2 paws.
Yeah, she got no thumbs, but 2 paws up for baby girl.
But wonderful trip.
Yeah.
Can't wait to come back and visit them again someday, or have them out to our place.
Yeah,
I'd love to have them out our way.
We've invited them out to our home in Southern California. It's going to be kind of like, you know, Venus and Mars or whatever they say. There's going to be a big change.
Well, one's urban living and the other one is
country living.
Urban and rural living. So it's just completely different.
So there's going to be a big difference for them, you know, and we hope they come out soon and join us, and we'll share in our lifestyle with them, and hopefully we can be just as successful as...
Yeah, maybe I'll make some hot biscuits and throw them at them.
Yeah, they can go right at home, huh?
Anyway, folks, we wanted to share that with you and let you know what we're up to, and we'll keep you posted on the other adventures. There's always something new with us. You never know.
We're, like I said, we're about 5 weeks into this this little travel vacation that we're on. I think we've probably done a few thousand miles. We've gone all the way from Southern California to Tennessee, and now we're kind of heading north. We'll do some more. We'll film some more footage, and we'll share it all with you guys soon.
Throughout our travels, we've passed the Gateway Arch several times, but today we get to stop and visit. The arch was built to commemorate the visions that Thomas Jefferson had towards expanding the western part of the United States after the Lewis and Clark expedition of 1804 to 1806. It was formally named the Jefferson National Expansion Memorial, and it was completed in October of 1965 and took over 2 years and 8 months to complete. It really is an awe-inspiring construction. It stands at over 630 feet tall and is just as wide as it is tall, which was an engineering necessity for stability. The foundations for it are sunk some 60 feet down in the ground in an effort to withstand the high winds and earthquakes. Also, it's made completely of stainless steel and is the world's tallest arch. The best part is you can ride a pod up to the top of the arch.
I just have to not move that.
Oh, I feel that pivot motion
Yeah.
you're talking about.
It's like a,
Ferris wheel thing.
yeah, but when you're in a
There's the reverse
basket,
shop.
when you're in the basket at the carnival with the Ferris wheel, then it sways a little bit. Please do not tamper with tram doors.
It's an excellent idea.
I think we'll take that suggestion.
Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of steps, huh?
Yeah. 1,000 something?
1,070. Want me out first?
The ride lasts about 4 minutes or so each way, and you're allowed viewing time of about 10 minutes or so at the top. The vistas are spectacular. On your way up, you'll ride either the north or the south tower. You'll be seated in a very small pod. Each one fits about 5 people, but it is super tight. It has a window so you can see out to the interior stairways of the arch as you ascend to the top. Be careful if you're claustrophobic though, it's very, very tight.
Now a 2-minute warning for you guys on the north side.
Well, the museum in the pod was a great treat, you guys. We really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. It is a bumpy and scary ride down the pod, but you'll get through it. If you're claustrophobic though, don't even try it. We had a lot of fun here with the different attractions in St. Louis. We've driven through here about half a dozen times and have never stopped, but boy, are we glad we did. The arch has a lot to offer. Take a look at the museums, give it a few hours. We think you'll really enjoy it. There's a lot of history here, a lot of artifacts, and a lot of photos to take in. We're going to come back later and take another look. And we'd like for you to stay tuned and watch for our upcoming videos where we'll talk more about the helicopter tour and the boat river tour, which we did take and enjoyed as well. So we'll see you soon. Bye now.